Hey guys, I am bringing you a very useful molly lineup guide on the map Ascent. A lot of them are my own creations. These lineups could be similar to others, but I came up with my own references to make my life easier. Let's start with the generator on A side. Let's go to A lobby. We wait ourselves into this corner. We look up and we check the molly icon, the top of the molly icon. If we put it into this crack, we line it up and then we move to the left a little bit. We shoot it and it will land perfectly covering that spot. The next one is A wine to hit the plant spot behind the generator. This is my own creation. You have to check the little triangle above the molly icon and the right side of it, and you have to line it up with this corner and you shoot it and it will land behind generator covering the plant spot. So the next one will be from Mid Cubby. You have to line up the little line above the molly icon and the right side of it into this corner like this, between the cloud and this crack of the sky. You have to shoot it and it will land perfectly on the generator, covering the spot pretty well. The next one will be from CT. This could be a denying lineup as well, because we are shooting it from CT. You go into this corner, you look up, and you have to check the left end of the HUD line, and you just have to line it up with this corner where these two lines are meeting up, these two colors, like this. You shoot it and you can see it bounces and lands perfectly on the spike. The next one will be from mid market. From this corner you go, wait yourself into it, and now it's a bit more trickier. You have to look at the diamond above the mouse indicator and you have to line it up with the middle of this window. You shoot it and it will land perfectly on the spike, and this is my own lineup as well. So the next one will be from this corner on mid. You line up yourself and the top of the molly icon with these, between these four, and you shoot it. And it lands perfectly covering that spot as well. The next spot on A that we will hit is the double boxes in the middle. So the next one will be from here to hit the middle boxes. You look above until the left side of the steam beacon HUD line is touching this little crack on the sky, like this. And then you shoot it and it will land on the boxes or in front of the boxes. It depends on how much you look up, but it doesn't matter because it will be covering the whole plant spot if you are planting over here. The next one is from A wine. It was made by myself as well. You have to use the diamond, little diamond above the mouse indicator as a reference. There is a little crack between two blocks of this wall. You put the diamond in that crack and you shoot the molly, and it will land covering the double boxes. The next one will be from A Cubby again. We go into this corner, we look up, and we have to use the top of the molly icon as the reference. That is this little gray area, and we just gotta basically put it like this, so the top is meeting up with this line. You can basically change this, but if you shoot it a bit to the left, then it will cover also that box
Right
alone.
here.
So it's a really useful one. It covers 2 spots at the same time. The next spot will be city spawn to hit the double boxes. This is also my own creation. You have to look above. You have to find the little triangle above the molly icon. You line it up with the middle of the window.
Molly.
You pop it and it will land perfectly onto this plant spot. The next one will be from A garden.
Right here.
You stand in this
Right here.
corner. It's really important not to go above this flower. You just stand in this corner. You look above and you have to use the left HUD line, the end of the left HUD line, and you have to line it up with this line of this wooden plank where they meet up basically, and you shoot it, and this will land perfectly on double boxes covering that spot. And this is also my own creation. So the next plant spot will be the single box to the right of the site. The first one will be from this
Right
corner. We wait ourselves in and we will use the top of the smoke icon, like the top dot, as the reference. It's my own lineup as well. You have to look above. You have to put it into the corner, exactly into the corner of this roof.
Molly.
You pop it and it will land. It will bounce and it will land perfectly covering that spot. The next spot will be from Vine. You just gotta come here into this corner, use the little diamond above the mouse indicator as the reference, and you just have to line it up with this white line that goes into the sky, like this.
Molly.
You shoot it, and it will land and covers the spot perfectly. The next one is from Mid Cubby. We go into this corner, the same one as we used for the double boxes as well. We use the top of the molly, just touching this gray line here, a bit to the left,
Molly.
and then we shoot it, and it will land perfectly covering that spot as well. So it's good for both of these spots. The next one from CT, from the same corner.
Right here.
We look above and we have to use the little triangle above the molly icon as the reference. We have to line it up with the middle of this window. We just shoot it,
Molly.
and this will perfectly land on the spike. The next spot to hit that single box to the right on the side will be from mid. This lineup is a Calvin remake. I did not totally like how he did it, and I wanted to change it a little bit because I like the idea of using this lineup. It's pretty useful. His reference is down here with the E, well, the smoke icon. The top dot of the smoke icon is touching here. I normally use it a bit above. It doesn't really change the way as it is, but you can see the outcome that is just, for me, it's just more useful in my opinion.
Molly.
It covers more this side instead of just bouncing one more and covering this side as well. And it doesn't, like, it wouldn't cover the double boxes if I use as Calvin uses it. So it would make no sense to bounce it one more. That's why I use it a bit differently. The next one will be from A garden, from this corner next to the flower once again. We look above, we use the little line above the triangle below the mouse indicator. The right side of it, we line it up with this part of the roof where it ends, and we just can see the sky only. We pop it and it will perfectly land on the spike, and this one is also my own lineup. Okay, let's move on to B side. B side,
spike drop,
triple boxes. That is a really common spot to plant at. The first spot to to hit it will be from B lobby. It's a pretty straightforward one. You look above and you have to use a left HUD line and the right side of it. You have to line it up with this little pillar of this house like this.
Molly.
You shoot it. It will bounce and then land on the spike perfectly, covering it. The next one will be from
Right
B,
here.
B main, from this corner. We look, it's a really simple one because we're just using our crosshair. We look at the top of this tree, we pop the molly, it bounces, it lands at the other side, but also covering this default plant spot. So if you are planting both of the sides, it's good for both of them. The next one will be from
Right
this
here.
corner. Is lineup was also fine by brush. You have to go into this corner and you use the crosshair as the reference. You have to aim at the top of this tree.
Molly.
You shoot it and it will land perfectly, covering the spike. The next one will be my own creation. We will go into mid market. Look at this wall. You don't really have to be in the middle. I normally do it. And then you just gotta aim next to this gray line here. You just shoot it and it will land perfectly on the spike. The last one is from CT, that is also can be a denying one. You go wait yourself into this pillar of the wall and you have to aim at the top of this tree.
Molly.
You shoot it, it will bounce twice and then lands on the spike.
Got the spike.
Okay, let's switch it up and go for this single box here.
Spike dropped.
You go into this corner and you have to use the left end of the HUD line, the left HUD line, and you have to line it up with this crack on the roof.
Molly.
You shoot it and it lands perfectly on the spike, covering it, covering the entire area. The next one will be from main.
Right here.
We go into this corner, we aim at this tree, we basically aim at the middle of this tree. It's really simple, it will bounce on the roof and drop onto the spike perfectly. The next one will be from mid market. You come here, you go into this wall and you have to aim in the middle of this gray line. It's really
Molly.
easy, pretty straightforward, and it will bounce down and land on the spike. The last lineup that I find really useful on this map will be from CT. You go into this pillar again and you just basically aim wherever you want. I normally aim in the meeting of the roof and this wall, somewhere here. You shoot it
Molly.
and it will land perfectly on the spike. These are my most used lineups on Ascent. I hope they will help you to be the nerdiest player on the team. And if you have any questions, make sure to use the comment section. I will try to reply to each and every one of you guys. And see you in the next one.